I just tell the truth, and telling the truth is crazy in a world full of lies. If you mix brilliance with bravery, that we can ignite something. Even this conversation alone can ignite the people.
The time is now to express and for people to believe in themselves. The time is now for it to be okay to be great. People in this world shun people for being great, for being a bright color, for standing out. But the time is now to be okay to be the greatest you.
Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Kelly, and I am back with another video for you guys today. And how's everyone doing? I thank you so much. If you guys clicked on this channel for the first time, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, guys. Join us on this channel. We talk about politics, true crime, news, and culture. And if you're not new and you're returning, then excuse me, guys, thank you guys. I'm getting choked up here, okay? Thank you so much for coming back, and all your interactions and everything. Just know that it is very much appreciated, and I love you guys, okay? I do. So what are we going to get into today, guys? It's going to be a bit of a interesting one today. So Jesus, okay, somebody's intervening, okay, but we are going to be talking about Madonna, and I really want to know what y'all's thoughts are on this one, guys, because, like I said, it's going to be a hot topic for today, because Madonna, she's an evil witch. I mean, I don't know how else to put it. The things that she's into, they're not good. They are not good. Not only are they not good, they're unacceptable, especially this right here, because it's just spitting in the face of Christians, and I think we need to be done with it, guys. What do y'all think, though? Let me know in the comments as we go through some of these things. We're going to get into a couple of articles, and then we're going to get into a little bit of a conspiracy lane. So I just want to start this off by saying that everything in this video is my own opinion, and it's all alleged, or it's all jokes. You know, it's all just, you know, whatever. Do your own research is what I always tell you guys. Think for yourself and come to your own conclusions, because that is the best way to be. And, you know, we have free speech though, so we should be able to, like, you know, joke about these things. It's just a little hee hee ha ha. So guys, let's get on into it without further ado. We're going to start with what you see here on the thumbnail first, and that is, like I said, this evil witch named Madonna, okay? She decided to drag her ass up here onto the cover of Vanity Fair, guys, and basically spit in all of the faces of all of the Christians around the world. And, you know, I don't think we should stand for it anymore, if I'm being quite honest. So let's get into this first article. This is from Breitbart. And then, okay. So, yeah, Madonna mocks Christ's Last Supper in Vanity Fair photo shoot. And all of these photos, I just want to, you know, again, warn you, it's nothing like overtly graphic, but if you're somebody who's easily offended by, like, you know, this sort of imagery or whatever, it's gonna be offensive. Like, I was offended, and I mean, like, I think I have a pretty broad spectrum of what I feel like is okay, you know, to, like, you know, do in culture, but I also think that, like, Christians and Christianity has been pushed so far that, you know, we've gotten to the point where these sorts of things are acceptable only for our religion. So if people tried to come up and do this with, like, say, like, who is it? Allah, or is that, what's his name? Muhammad? Yeah, the dude from Muslim or whatever, that you can't even show. You cannot even show depictions of Muhammad, who is, like, their God. I don't even know. I'm not Muslim, so I don't know anything about this religion. But, I mean, I was reading a story about a professor who showed this image in her classroom after several warnings. And it's not uncommon for this to happen, for people to view the image in America. It's just over in, like, the Middle East and in, like, Muslim majority countries that they freak out about it. And they say it's not okay to do, and now they're trying to make it not okay to do here, but it still is, because we're in America still. But she got, like, fired for showing this picture after a Muslim student created an uproar. So that's not okay, right? It's not okay to mock other people's gods, like, you know, Buddha or whoever else is out there. But people want to degrade and make fun of and use the image of Jesus Christ and Christianity as like a punching bag. And I just don't I don't think it should be allowed anymore. So let's get into this. Apparently, this is the icon issue because Madonna is iconic for doing this. I disagree. Okay, so the pop star Madonna has launched an attention-grabbing photo montage in Vanity Fair Italia, posting. Okay, so that's another thing. That's interesting. I thought this was regular Vanity Fair. So yeah, you had to drag your ass over to Italy to do this because you knew that it would be a thing, and I don't know. I just feel like they couldn't have done this in America. I still have, it still gives me a little bit of hope that like they didn't do it blatantly on the American Vanity Fair, but it's still disrespectful and it's still disgusting. So she was posing variously as the Virgin Mary and Jesus Christ and featuring dolls apparently representing dead babies. Okay, so yeah, I'm already getting heated. Okay, so returning to the sensationalist shock art that launched her to celebrity in the 1980s, the 64-year-old diva poses as the Mother of Sorrows for the cover photo, which depicts her heart pierced by seven swords, traditionally iconography, iconography, anyways, for the seven sorrows of Mary. Just utterly disgusting, y'all. Like, this makes me really mad, actually. Like, oh my God, I'm going to try to get through it. Okay. More disturbing still for many Christians, Madonna also poses 3 times as Jesus Christ during the Last Supper, surrounded by half-naked women and holding up bread, in apparent reference to the Catholic Mass. And we kind of have talked about this on other videos where like we've seen like MGK and like Megan Fox, their Halloween costumes were depicting like a nun and like a priest basically where he had her like on a dog collar leash and she was like kneeling down and they were like acting out the act of like receiving the Eucharist, which is not a joke. I mean, it's literally part of, like, if you're Catholic, it is a sacred part of your religion. And people don't understand that or know that because a lot of people don't practice religion anymore. But it would behoove a lot of people to understand and to learn these things and not just take Christianity as some sort of, like, joke. I mean, this is, like, I don't understand how it got to this point where it's come to, like, it's becoming such a bad thing. It's becoming, like, looked at negatively, like, as if Christianity is a bad thing. I mean, it's just absolutely ridiculous. And I think it has a lot to do with the fact that people don't have a relationship with God themselves, so they lash out in anger. And, all you can do is pray for those people. But shit like this, no. I'm sorry. You're making a fool and a mockery and everything else of not only yourself, but you're attempting to make a mockery out of very, very significant parts of, my religion specifically and other Christians' religion. And more specifically Catholicism and Catholic Mass is just atrocious. I mean, I don't know, guys. Y'all let me know. And this is disgusting. Like, look at this. Look at these women. Like, not only is this blasphemy because she's posing as Jesus Christ and recreating this photo with women, I mean, just utter cringe. Why? This is not, like, this revisionist history bullshit that we do, not only in movies, but, like, in art now, apparently, we're doing, where we have to replace a character that was once a man with a woman, or a character that was once white with a black person. What is that about? What does that do for you people? And I don't mean you people, I just mean the people that, like, do it, What does that do for you guys? Because it's like, I mean, make your own stories. Do your own history. If you are threatened by the fact that 12 great men came together with Jesus Christ and had a supper after his resurrection, then, like, you have bigger problems, okay? You have much bigger issues than we can even deal with. But it's like, do something that is worthy of note if you want to do that. Make a piece of art. Make a movie that is worthy of being recognized. Don't just recreate something and switch around the gender, race, or what, God knows whatever else, That is lazy, and it is just honestly, I don't know, it just is, it's unoriginal. It's uncreative. So just look at all these photos. The one I have on my thumbnail depicts this wildebeest looking woman, this larger gal here. I mean, what is this? What is this? What is the purpose of them all looking sexualized and like they're, zombies from the Middle Earth, and like they're all fixing to eat each other's hearts out, literally, or eat feast on a bunch of dead babies. Like, what is this imagery? What is this doing? This is not art. This is offensive. So I would love to know what you guys think about this, though, because, like I said, I have skin in the game in this one, and I am biased when it comes to this sort of thing, but I would really appreciate you guys' input. So in the accompanying interview, Madonna plays the role of victim of vicious attacks by the Catholic Church in which she was raised. Oh, were you? Okay. In Rome, I was fiercely criticized by the Catholic Church because you're a witch or what? Okay. Listen. Catholicism and Christianity, that's the nature of it. You're not perfect. There was only one perfect human that ever existed, and that was Jesus Christ. So, yeah, you're going to feel a little bit triggered and offended by some of the teachings because guess what? We are never going to be perfect. We all fuck up. We all have sin. We all do things that are unsavory, unholy, not of God, not Christ-like. That doesn't mean that you're being personally attacked by the Catholic Church. Like, get over yourself, please. Oh, so this woman... Anyways, so she apparently was personally attacked and criticized by the Catholic Church. Just her. Only her. The Catholic Church is a whole entity that has survived for over 2,000 years, apparently collectively got together and attacked Madonna. Weird. Okay. She was promoting In Bed with Madonna. She was astounded to see herself attacked by the church because it's incapable of understanding how much my work was trying to produce something good. What? Is that a real thing that you said? What does that even mean? Okay. I quickly realized that they were the problem, not me, she states. They were the problem because they did not understand that my work as an artist united people, gave them freedom of expression, unity. It was the mirror... I know she did not say... I know she did not say this. I have to look up this article now. That took my breath away. Okay, I'm gonna read this over, okay? They were the problem because they did not understand that my work as an artist united people, gave them freedom of expression, unity. It was the mirror of Jesus's teachings. Okay, so when I was reading that sentence, I was kind of like before I even came and saw that sentence, the very last one, where she was the mirror of Jesus, I was like, what do you mean? Like, the Catholic Church didn't appreciate your art, they didn't appreciate your music, like a virgin, they didn't appreciate that song. I'm thinking wow, like, they didn't understand you? Like, what are you, God? The Catholic Church needs to understand you? And there she goes in the very next sentence, utterly reading my mind and telling me, yes, that's exactly what she thinks of herself. She thinks of herself as parallel in a mirror of Jesus's teachings by dragging her ass up on the stage to sing Like a Virgin and other sacrilegious tunes while she does all sort of debaucherous activities with this, that, and the other person and anyone who will basically she can get her hands on. I mean, it's just, wow. Okay, I really need to go look up that interview because I wasn't going to entertain it, but I really want to know if she really said that. I need to fact check that. God. Okay, so photographers Luigi and Iongo directed Madonna's 2-day photo shoot, which reportedly involved a crew of more than 80 people. I mean, wow. And then look at this picture right here, guys. Sorry. Some cool guys passing by my house. Look at the baby. Look at the babies all over. This is so disturbed. What is going on? And then they have this bitch right here who looks like Satan with a crown on. Who are you supposed to be, ma'am? The Satan's accomplice? Like, what is going on? This is disturbed on so many different levels. I don't even know what I'm looking at here, and I don't want to keep looking. Madonna has made a career out of mocking her Catholic faith in various ways, from portrayals of Jesus' crucifixion to songs such as Like a Virgin, Like a Prayer, and Live to Tell. And her most recent photo shoot will come across to many as a tired, unimaginative retread of past excesses. Early in her professional life, the pop star chose to make Blasphemy her preferred stock in trade, and when other gimmicks fail, she inevitably returns to the springboard of her celebrity. Wow, Breitbart, what a powerful fucking article that was. I'm sorry. and whatever. I mean, I guess, what do I expect? But that's from Breitbart. I mean, they could have come out way stronger against that, but whatever. Um, no, I don't, I'm sorry. How, at what time were you Catholic, ma'am? Because, just because you were born and baptized, maybe, and even confirmed Catholic, once you stop practicing and no longer, accept that religion as your own, you're no longer Catholic. So the church is no longer worried about you or doing anything to you. You pledged your life to Satan a long time ago. So whoever hurt you, it's not the Catholic Church, okay? So there was another article here, but they pretty much, I don't know, it's like the same stuff. There's just some tweets here. Okay, I wanted to read from Paul Joseph Watson, because hopefully he'll have read her down the way that I need somebody to read her right now. But let's just look at this article before we go into the next conspiracy portion of the video. So, singer Madonna's latest photo shoot has been labeled demonic by Twitter users. So let's see what the tweets have to say. Let's see. Paul Joseph Watson, new Madonna Vanity Fair photo shoot. These people and that whole industry is utterly demonic. And someone said satanic and disgusting. Nothing to see here, just quote unquote arts. My sentiments exactly. So I said, please come, Lord. Literally, we're ready for you. Okay, someone else said, if you have to try this hard to shock people to get attention, it seems like an admission that your musical talent isn't sufficient to do the job on its own. Wow, Becky, what a great statement. Warped, someone said. Very. In the search for relevance, we expose our inner selves. Okay. Holcamp, Tracy Holcamp, thank you for that. Madonna has been mocking God her entire career. Her name is meant to mock Mary. She's no longer edgy. She's just a sad old woman. Literally, like quite literally. I literally just don't. Were you? I don't want to like make fun of my own, thing, my own religion, but like it makes me think that like somebody like hurt her, like a priest. Did a priest touch you? Like what actually happened that made you so jaded against Christianity and Jesus and in Catholicism? I truly want to know, because this is a vendetta. This is a personal attack, and it has been for a long time with her. This man made a great point. Like, her name even is meant to mock the religion itself. She's been harping on this, and, just utterly, it's tired, really, but she keeps outdoing herself, really. She truly does. She won't stop, can't stop, won't stop, but we need to put an end to it. There needs to be so much backlash for Vanity Fair on this that like they no longer entertain this sorts of blasphemy against Christians. They wouldn't do it with Muslims. Okay, they wouldn't do it with Jews. They would not do it with any other religion. So why is it okay for us? It's not. I'm here to say it's not. Bold and brave. Nope. Pathetically perverse. Every celebrity has sold their soul to the devil. Well, not everyone, but a lot of them. Okay. Billboard reported Madonna would be featured on 3 different editions of Vanity Fair in Italy, Spain, and France this month. Wow. These people, John Galliano apparently designed the clothing. He explained, Madonna's career has been a biblical dimension, a universal scope. Why don't you leave the Bible out of this, you Satan worshippers? The first time I saw her, she was already inspired, fearless, and with integrity and artistic pride. Okay, yeah, whatever. I'm done with you people. I'm done. Okay, let's go on to the better part of the video where we're going to talk about how much of a sick bitch this woman is, guys. And again, I just want to point out this is all alleged. Everything you're going to see here is a joke. We're joking right now. These are dreams that people have come up with, and we're just talking about them. We're just entertaining a dream and a joke and, alleged things. So let's get into it, guys. We're going to start off with, this is Gina from I'm Doing Great podcast, which is a really great podcast. I definitely recommend you guys go check it out if you've never seen it. And I really like Gina a lot. She posted this thread on her Instagram and was the first to make me aware of it. So I want to get into her videos that she made, and big shout out to her. I really enjoyed what she said in this little 4-part Instagram videos that she did. We're going to watch all of them, and then we will back it up with an article that I was able to find that also talked about this topic. And I want to know, have you guys heard of this? Okay, so all this alleged dream business. Okay, so let's get into part 1, and let's, without further ado, watch this. Oh, hang on, ma'am. I need to be able to hear you.
Been accused of child trafficking. Madonna has adopted 4 children from Malawi, and she started a charity in 2006 called Raising Malawi. But the Ethiopian World Federation has accused Madonna of child trafficking, and the EWF asked the president of Malawi to investigate her charity and restrict all of her access until a full investigation has been complete. They insist that this investigation looks into child trafficking, sex exploitation, sexual slavery, adoption reversal, fraud, and much more. The EWF claims that at the time of her first adoption in 2006, the organizations were not aware of a book that she published in 1992 called Sex. This book was very explicit and pornographic, and there was an excerpt in which Madonna describes in detail having sex with a teenage boy who is a virgin. The EWF claims that Madonna's interest in religious imagery, bestiality, and vulgar porn was actually what prompted her to open an orphanage in Malawi. Madonna has been accused of
And I wonder, who was the 13-year-old boy? I don't know. I mean, maybe that's something she should have, when she wrote about that in her book, was nobody alarmed by that? Was nobody willing to give that a second look and raise the question, excuse me, ma'am, who's this 13-year-old boy, virgin, that you had sex with, that you're now writing about? What is that? That seems like a crime. And guess what? Spoiler alert, it is. So let's go on to part 2.
In 2006, Madonna adopted her first child from Malawi named David. Now, the EWF claims that Madonna lied about David's father being absent. And in 2016, David's father actually told the press that he was never absent and that Madonna told him that she was going to take David to the United States, give him an education, and return him back to his family. The EWF is accusing Madonna of grooming David for sexual exploitation and social experiment.
And look at this boy now. Look at this freak. And it's so crazy, y'all. If y'all look at, and I'm going to pull it up after this, we'll look at a picture of her entire, quote-unquote family. I believe she only has 1 natural daughter, and all of the rest are, like, adopted children from Africa that now look like, quite literally, she has groomed them. I mean, look at this guy. Okay, I'm going to let her finish because I'm going to get off a tangent.
He's often seen wearing women's clothing, makeup, and jewelry. Now, her next adoption was a girl named Mercy. Initially, her petition to adopt Mercy was denied, but Madonna teamed up with some lawyers. She took it all the way to the Supreme Court. She finally won the right to adopt Mercy. Mercy's mother died shortly after giving birth to her, and Mercy's grandmother, Lucy, was the one who was taking care of Mercy when she was an infant. When Madonna petitioned to adopt Mercy, her grandmother, Lucy, was under the impression that Madonna was going to adopt her until she reached grade school age and then eventually return her back to her family. Sound familiar? In 2006, Madonna adopted her first child from Malawi named David. Now, the EWF claims that Madonna lied about Just like she did with David, Madonna never actually brought Mercy back to Africa. She brought her back to visit, but she refused to let Mercy see her grandmother Lucy, even though Lucy was on her deathbed and she desperately begged to see her granddaughter. Madonna and her lawyers claimed that Mercy's family had no legal right to see her. Next up were the twin girls, Esther and Stella. Their father, Adam, claimed that Madonna made it seem like he was an absent father. Even the village chief attests that Adam was in fact a present father. And Madonna made it seem like she was going to take the twin girls, give them an education in America, again, return them to their family in Malawi. The girls' father, Adam, was absolutely devastated. Madonna suddenly decided to open 10 schools in Malawi, but this was done against the authorities' wishes. The Ministry of Education said publicly that they were fed up with Madonna's blatant disregard of the law, but she used her fame and her endless resources to build all of these schools. She spent a ton of money on offices, cars, a golf course, housing, and it was all done in impoverished areas. Just like she did with David, Madonna never actually brought Mercy back to Africa. So there has been a lot of speculation that Madonna has found her way around the law, not only to found orphanages and schools, but also to adopt children. For example, Madonna got around the requirement that parents who adopt a child in Malawi must live in Malawi for at least a year. Of course, Madonna didn't do that. Photos that Madonna shares of her adopted children are especially disturbing and creepy. And just a few days ago, Vanity Fair Italy released a photo shoot in which Madonna was wearing a dress covered in dead baby dolls. There were dead baby body parts on her head, her dress. Why would they choose to release this just days after she's been accused of child trafficking? It's also probably worth noting that in 2006, Madonna founded the Mercy James Institute. It had explicit ties to the Clinton Foundation. That information was recently removed from the organization's Wikipedia page. Sadly, Mercy's family has been battling for a long time to see her. They say it is a battle they will not stop fighting, and all they want is for Mercy to know her biological family and understand her culture. So there has been a lot.
Isn't it just amazing how so many fucked up and depraved and utterly just evil things in this world just somehow get linked back to the Clintons, y'all? Isn't it amazing? I mean, one day I really want to do like a huge deep dive on this topic, but I don't even know if I'll be able to post it on YouTube because there's so much, and like a lot. I just recently, just yesterday, watched a video that like blew my mind, y'all. And so I want to do this. I want to do this case, but it's gonna take me a little while because it is like very, I want to get all the details. But the like kicker of it was basically like, and I don't want to spoil it, but it had something to do with the Clintons, basically. Anyways, I don't want to spoil it. I eventually am going to do that video, and then I would love to do a further deep dive on the Clintons and all of their shady shit that they got going on. But I mean, it's just every time it's something weird, and then you get this caveat of like, oh, and surprisingly enough, guess who's linked to this? The Clintons. It's always that. Listen, let me know in the comments, y'all. So again, that was her basically doing a small explanation of what it is that's going on. So let's get into, let's see, where's the article that we're going to get into? This is from The Source, okay? Madonna accused of child trafficking in Malawi, okay? So several reports have confirmed that pop icon Madonna is being accused of human trafficking and sexually exploiting children by a charity organization called the Ethiopian World Federation. The company website states the EWF is a civic service organization that pushes policies and advocates to change the laws that harm Black people. Okay. Madonna adopted 4 small children from Malawi, a country located in Southeast Africa. In 2006, the Material Girl founded a charity called Raising Malawi, a not-for-profit organization that seeks to support orphans and at-risk children through health and education programs. Very interesting. I wonder if all of those children are accounted for. Maybe somebody should check on that. Maybe somebody should have a little roll call and make sure that none of those children have gone missing, because wouldn't that be something? Anyways, the group alleges that Madonna used her Malawian adopted son, David Banda, for sexual exploitation and social experiments. And I would say that's true. If we've all seen him in the dress, black man in a dress, Little Nas X vibes. Okay, it's giving me groomer. The petition cites the photos of David wearing women's clothes, makeup, and jewelry. The EWF also claims that Madonna made false statements that David's dad was absent when she applied for adoption. Madonna's camp has yet to comment on these allegations. So, what do y'all think of that, guys? Now I want to go to this other Twitter thread. Let's see, where is it? Okay, here we go. And again, this is all alleged, guys. I'm not saying that any of this is true, and I don't think it is true. I think these are all dirty lies, but somebody must have had a dream or something, and we're just talking about it allegedly. It's all alleged, okay? Nothing is true here. Nothing to see here. So this is the thread from Twitter, okay? So the Ethiopian World Federation has made a surprising petition against Madonna. Child trafficking and fear of social experiments rendered on Malawian children. More accusations to resurface. Read on. According to raisingmalawi.org, the intent behind the org is to support orphans and vulnerable children with critical resources, including education, medical care, food and shelter, and psychosocial support. I had to look up what psychosocial even meant. Hold on to this because it will possibly play out within the EWF's concern. So she posted the definition. What is that so hard for me to say? Psychosocial. Involving both, here they go with the words, involving both psychological and social aspects, relating social conditions to mental health. Okay, interesting. EWF is asking President Lazarus Chakrawawa to look into the intricacies of her charity, Raising Malawi. There's concern over the integrity of the organization and possible intent to exploit children. What is this video? I don't know. If it's something positive for her, we're going to cut it off, but let's see. Okay, it's something positive. It's by people. Shut up. Okay. Specifically, child trafficking, sexual exploitation, sexual slavery, adoption, reversal, threat of coercion, fraud, deception, and abuse of power or vulnerability. And so I guess this is from the EWF. Let's see what this says. The Federation, which has since transformed into a global diaspora, organization, is asking the Malawi leader, President Lazarus Chakwarawa, to prevent homosexual and transgender allegations over the adoption of the Malawian children to possible human trafficking and social experiments. In opening the investigations, the Federation is also asking Chakwarawa to look into the integrity of her charity and to restrict her and associates' accessibility to Africa and to African children. Well, thank God. Yeah, we need to do that as a precautionary measure until a thorough investigation is done into child trafficking, sex exploitation, and all of the sort that we just discussed. So, do they know something that we don't know? Maybe so. Maybe they actually were the ones that did the roll call and realized, hey, all these kids that used to live here or that went through this charity, what happened to them? They don't live here anymore. Or we can't get in contact with them anymore. They don't live with their families. What happened to them? Did they disappear? Did they die? Were they kidnapped? I don't know. These are all questions that people have. So the EWF cites the book that Gina talked about. This is the sex book, okay? This is where it gets a little dicey. Madonna had to sign an agreement with Time Warner that forbade the book from including SM, bestiality, or religious imagery. She did. Then she founded Maverick, which then partnered with Time Warner. Therefore, the contract she signed was null and void, giving her full content control. How is that again? She founded Maverick. What is Maverick? What is that? Okay. Great thread here. Just kidding. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate you. Sex caused a lot of controversy, attempted to normalize taboos, even implicated themes of bestiality. That's so gross. She probably has fucked a goat before. Okay, so this from the Washington Post. It's just a little snippet. I guess they're all just little different things that you can reference within this thread. It says Time Warner Inc. and Madonna yesterday announced a new multimedia contract that could be worth as much as $60 million to the material whore. That makes it one of the most lucrative deals ever negotiated by a pop entertainer, possibly topping the $50 million plus agreement Michael Jackson reportedly negotiated last year with Sony Corp. Wow, what a difference. Okay. So with this little bit of history known, let's take it back to the EWF. Okay, so according to the Nigeria Times, the petition further says the psychology behind her ability to release child pornography, religious imagery, bestiality, and vulgar pornography has prompted her to open an orphanage in Malawi named Raising Malawi and to host social experiments on vulnerable African children in the country. So it's pretty much basically what we've heard. But if you guys want to check out this thread, I will post it. This is David with his father, his real father. And let's look at the picture of them as a family now, guys. I want to do that before we go. and then we'll jump on out of here. But I would love to know you guys' thoughts on all of this. Please let me know. Okay, so with all her children. Okay, so let's go ahead and find a recent image if we can. I mean, what is this? The circus? What is going on? This isn't even recent, but okay, who's this? Maybe she had another son? Let's see. Lord. Okay, so apparently wait, I forgot about him. Okay, this is Guy Ritchie's son, Rocco. He's the lesser known. And then she has Lourdes, I believe that's how it's pronounced. I don't really care. And then David, and then the twins, and Mercy. I don't know how to pronounce those names, and I won't even try. So I wanted to see like something a bit more recent. Okay, I guess this is somewhat recent, but I don't know what. Let me see. Where is that dude? I thought David was like constantly like he dressed like Little Nas X all the time. I thought. Okay, what is this? Okay, here he is looking like Wednesday Damn Adams. But, I mean, they don't look so bad in these pictures. I mean, this is like a normal picture. I have seen some other freakier ones, and they showed them during Gina's little videos. You know, you guys can obviously go check out her Instagram. I'm not going to get that far deep into it, because I've seen enough. I've seen what I needed to see here. And I'm disgusted, honestly, truly. I really am. And she's too old to be raising these young girls anyways. If this is a recent picture, I mean, give it up, bitch. Give it up. What are you doing? Why are you raising two young black girls? And, you know, what is the fascination here? I don't know, y'all. What do y'all think of all this? This is just very disturbing in general. It's not surprising at all because we've seen this sort of thing in Hollywood. And we know already that these people are out here, you know, selling their souls to Satan. It's just true, guys. It just is, you know. You can like it or not. You can be blind to it or not. But it is what is going on. And I would love to know what you guys think about it. So like the video if you liked it, guys. And let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And until next time, guys, listen, let's pray on it, okay? Whatever your religion is, even if you don't have one, let's just pray for this woman's soul. And hopefully she'll go away. We can cancel her for once and for all because she's a disgusting woman. So until next time, guys, I'll see y'all later. Bye.
I just tell the truth, and telling the truth is crazy in a world full of lies. If you mix brilliance with bravery, that we can ignite something. Even this conversation alone can ignite the people.
The time is now to express and for people to believe in themselves. The time is now for it to be okay to be great. People in this world shun people for being great, for being a bright color, for standing out. But the time is now to be okay to be the greatest you.